Time for the real thing. Sure as hell isn't my apartment. Visitors, key on the desk. Guess fuck if I'm gonna read everything. Like I did in the last one. I remember I was sitting home reading a letter from an old friend. It's the strangest thing now, I can't remember what it was about or who it was that sent it. I don't remember putting anything in my pocket, but I feel something.
Hello. Welcome to the library of Ouroboros. We're glad that you've decided to visit our humble institution. Hopefully, you'll find what it is you're looking for. Please be informed that the library is closing. Since most of our staff are currently away, please lock the door on the way out. We hope you've enjoyed your visit.
Okay, I'm glad you're trusting the community to lock your door. And I'm back. Well, this can't be right.
Hello. We'd like to inform you that the library is now closed. Note that it is unlawful to remain on the premises after closing. This is your one and only warning.
Screwdriver. A lot of books here to probably read. Window with a padlock on it. Can't help but feel as if I stand before. Why is that spelled wrong? The principle of some terrible reality left one room only to come right back to it. Shame there's no place to go but straight ahead. I've hidden a few tools in this room in case the path ahead isn't what I hope it is. If they're not here anymore, then good news. The path ahead at least immediately is probably safe. Zero chance of any hostile entities. If they're still here, though, well, I hope those useful to you. Again, he spelled it wrong. I need to help all you. 4 1 0 2 410. How did I get up here? 4102. It's because he numbered it out. Didn't even try to make it in. It's probably for that. What else we got around here? Weird looking barricades, some plate cutter notes. Oh, hello, what's this? Forbidden knowledge. Okay. Well, 4102. I have a lockpick. Okay. Hello?
We've given you chances. Ample warning. You proceed, we threaten. Continue on your current path, and they will find nothing left of your head.
Rude.
We swear it. For the last and final time, go back from whence you came.
To put my amateur lockpicking skills to the test. Got it. Okay, what again? I thought I just went outside. The hell is this locked if I just came from it? Flashlight. The thing about this room is even worse than the last ones. Before, there might have been an odd feeling in the air, a certain untraceable scent, but it at least felt like somewhere people have been. Here, something's definitely wrong. I can hear something deeper in this room, barely perceivable, crying out in pain. Here goes nothing. Hopefully that thing, whatever's crying out in pain, does not come after me. There's no way I'm in the same library I was in earlier, right? This room's massive. God, I hope not. This can't be. This can't go well. What? I'm not reading this. Pause and read that at your own demise. Fucking maze. Kidding me? Oh, well, that's not terrifying. I mean, look. Again, pause and read at your own peril. High pressure onward. Fleshy meat, candles, and the screaming voids of hell. What is that? Is this place? That's trapdoor. Oh, god damn it! What the hell is going on? Why am I back here?
Like a beetle in an antline's trap, you flail your way deeper. It is gratifying to watch you wriggle your way to your doom. We so rarely have new visitors. Perhaps we won't spatter you across these walls. Perhaps we'll allow you to stay, join the others. It is what you want, is it not?
If that means I don't die, sure. Made it to this room and I'm not going any further. Caught a glimpse of him, bastard that's been talking in my ear, was wearing a dark cloak, but I couldn't see much more than his figure. Shape of his head wasn't human. Makes sense. Can't stop capitalizing his name. Psychomatic? Or did he do something to me? No, I won't be able to stay here forever. No, he's waiting for me just a little beyond the door on the other side of this room. Looks like I got a date with this cross. Anything's preferable to what I think he's got in mind for me, so if you're reading this, you should probably join me down here. Whatever's ahead won't be pretty. I don't know what this stuff is, but it sure does not look safe. Never trust a skeleton. Still locked. Wonder if there's even anything behind those doors. Again, as always, pause and read if you want. That's impossible. I'm sure there was a door here. Yeah, I'm sure there was too, buddy. Oh, this ain't terrifying. Something about this room is unnatural. Oh, you don't fucking say. I don't like it at all. He was old as sin. Perhaps older. Have lived alone for a long time. Over his many years, he has accumulated many wealth, knowledge, fond memories, but nothing to stop the onset of time. As he walked the dark halls of his mansion, as he paced in the dark, as he worried away his time in his study, time continued along, tearing at his flesh, bending his brittle bones. The hands of the clock peeled his organs away from his body one by one until his waning strength finally failed him. He was found slumped in his chair, surrounded by books bearing unidentified sigils. In the end, even they had not saved him. Got a fire tablet. Got a clock tablet. In her middle age, she had little to do, and so gained a fascination with the old radio in her attic. It was It was a relic from her childhood, and it had never worked properly. As she waned in the seclusion of her home, a desire to see it working again overtook her. Her curiosity matching her secluded nature in equal parts. She plummeted knowledge in the dark recesses of her attic, building capacitors and vacuum tubes, twisting metal and wires. In the end, the radio sang. It was more than a radio should have been. Flames spouted from the speakers, from wires, from the shattered glass tubes. The fire ate everything it touched. She was reduced to a blackened skeleton. Abstract art. Oh, hello. Snake tablet. The fuck's going on over there? Okay, 4 tablets. He was once a child left alone for too long, as children are wont to do. He went off in the high grassy hills above the apartment complex he called home. The tall grass came almost to his chin, tickling his nose when he stepped forward. The freedom normally kept from him was finally his, and it was magical in its way. So deeply enthralled with the hills, the grass, the view of the town, was see that he did not think to listen for the rustling of grass. When the snake's fangs sunk into his young flesh, they met no resistance. Its body was found days later, huddled in a ball. Well, that's fucking sad. Bear tablet. When adulthood found her, she found herself desiring solitude more and more frequently. Since her youth, her home had sat at the edge of a vast forest, which her family had warned her against exploring, but on the night of her 30th, she went alone to finally explore it. The woods were equally parts dark and foreboding, with thin, sickly adders creating a fence of wood. As she weaved between them, she arrived at a desolate cabin, abandoned for years. Naturally, she entered, her curiosity driving her. They said that the marks found on what remains of her body afterward bore wounds as if made by a bear, though few had seen a corpse so thoroughly savaged by an animal. Okay. He was 16 when he went driving alone for the first time. His family had kept him from the world, he said, and it was more than high time that he went and learned about what was out there. It was less than an hour before he was lost. He hasn't received his license yet, and after all, there were many winding side streets surrounding the small town he called home. It was on a lightless intersection where he met his fate. A pickup hit his sedan without stopping. As his vehicle spun out and rolled into a ditch, the pickup vanished into the night. His head was pulverized by the steering column, turning it into little more than paste. So what? Snake. Whatever one's here. Bear. Fire. Clock. Snake, car, bear, clock, fire. Because all the underlined parts. This safe contains a lump of blackened flesh. But all the books pretty much gave away the ages, so that's what it was. Where am I now? It's hard to even be surprised anymore. What?
You piqued our curiosity. We read your book, discovered that, for a mortal, you're rather unique.
Thank you.
In the same way that a human might consider a primate, you almost remind us of ourselves.
Okay.
Though, of course, we'd never stoop to your level.
Excuse me? Dark comes crashing down. It swallows you whole, swallows you whole. Oh god, the lights go dim one by one. Christ, maybe it would be safer not to move on at all. Something tells me you're not giving me a choice. Well, here we go, boys. That thing in the safe. I think I recognized it.
Get out! Get out! Can't you find your way out?
No, not really. See, if I knew my way out, wouldn't I have... Something is blocking me from getting to that door. Oh, let me guess. I'm gonna fucking go back and there's gonna be a fucking jump scare. I'm ready. Come fucking scare me. Ooh.
You should find your way out soon. You won't want to be there when the light fades in full.
Oh, shit. Get me away from the purple mass. Ooh, the purple mass is coming.
Soon you shall see what she saw.
It's locked. You are meant to fail. No. I refuse. Please don't do this to me. I swear I've been a good child. Oh, hello. Where am I now? In the war tunnel? Can't see anything. Well, this is an interesting looking scenario. Oh, thank God, I'm finally back where I entered. Time to get the hell out of here. Something tells me it's not going to be that easy. Need to find the right key. Last time the key was over there. Where is the key this time? I wonder. Look, do you have a key for me or not? Or do you want me to go into the immaterium over here? Gotta be something I'm missing, right? Oh. Yay! God damn it. Fuck. I agree.
Oh, good. You're finally here. Certainly kept the suspense going. Stay right there. We shall be with you shortly, and once we're there, we'll turn your form into something more palatable. More arms, we think. More legs. The eyes out. Stay right there.
If I don't want to, what if I go off like this? The fuck? Oh, I came back. It's down this way. Oh, yeet. Ah, the upside down bloody dimension. How could I forget that? This place were a mind, it would not be pure. The answer to the path ahead is embedded in a column of red flesh. Answer ahead. The answer to the path ahead is embedded in a thing of red flesh. Something tells me I just gotta keep going around in circles to find out where I need what I need. What's in here? What's in this one? Let's go! Wee! Oh. Don't listen to them if you can help it. You and me, we're birds of the feather. I can tell. Better to pull the covers over your head and cover your ears, because you hear something you don't wanna. Sit down and let the inevitable wash over you. I'll take this fate to turning into one of those husks, for it gives me the shivers. But if you're really hell-bent on rappelling into the lion's gullet, and don't say I didn't warn you, I guess you'll need all the help you can get. Here's what I have to say. Listen carefully.
You just find nothing. Everything is can harm. Stop thinking.
You just
Fine.
nothing. Everything is fine. Nothing can harm
Stop.
you. Everything is fine.
Find nothing.
Nothing. Either that one or this one. Can harm you. Just stop thinking.
Stop thinking.
Play dumb all you like. The librarian already knows your body inside and out. He spent all his time searching and eventually he found his goal. There are places even in the digital world that thing is not meant for the mortal eyes lurk. He caught only the slightest glimpse of one such place, and it wasn't enough. The eyes of the librarian were upon him. From that point forward, what happened was destined to happen. And worst of all, he would never find the knowledge he sought. Maybe it's better that way. Okay. Oh, shit. I seem to have caused a problem. So we tried that one. That one said it's embalmed in a. The path ahead is embalmed in the flesh. We still have that way and this way. Let's go. Okay. Don't know how I feel about this room. 1 the first. 2 the second. the 4th, 4 the 4th, 3 the 3rd, joy of the recluse, of his 5 fingers he lost 2, only 3 remained. Without the first, he would have been an animal. Without the second, he could no longer condemn. And without his final remaining finger, his hand would look a little strange. And then 5 the 5th. Yeah, you little bastard, this is what things look like here. Anyway, I spent a lot of time in this hellhole. I've been willing to bet if you dug up the floorboards anywhere, this is what you'll find. Eyes, pulsating flesh, red guts, blood. That's what I think. I think this is all there is. A place like this, without cease, could not exist on its own. An empty nothingness. No, if it's going to make up all this space, if it's going to contain so much knowledge. Is it so far-fetched that something might have changed in its makeup, that it might have come alive? Forget it. I can't see you already have your own... I can already see... Forget it. I can see you already have your own beliefs. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't goddamn matter. This room is a trap. Must be. Those tables with the notes weren't here until earlier. I couldn't say when, but I think they came for you. Serves you right. I know you're kind. But if it helps you get the hell out of my room, well, it's a test too. Christ, I can see your slack-jawed expression. Fine. I will give you not 1, but 2 whole hints. Even a damn fool like you should be able to use them. 1, the librarian would like to give you a hand. 2, the flesh in the safe does not operate like its predecessor. I'd like to give you a hand. The way these things wriggle, it's almost like something is alive within. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna leave this one for another moment, because I have no clue, so that just leaves this one left to be explored. Tally-ho! I don't know if I could read that one with the bloody handprint, but we're here now. Hello. Ah. Stairs everywhere. What we got? Well, isn't this place a wreck? If I lived this place as disorganized as here, I think it would have been a matter of time before I was swallowed up by all the trash. I like the staircases, though. They're a nice touch. You're probably wondering what needs to be done here. I think deep down you already know. Since you're so inclined to play dumb, though, I'll give you a hint. It'll be a lot easier to get around here if you could organize everything somehow. Cabinet. What looks like one of those like stands for like a holder, and that looks like a chair. Can't tell because the light's going off, but something tells me I gotta go search through the other 3 to find said items. We search through the other 3 to find said items that we need. Is there 4 or 3 of those? I can't remember if there was 4 flesh bits in that or 3. Let's go back down here. See if I can find. See if there's like something in here that I can use. I guess not. I mean, I still need to try and see if I can find out that, the one in here, I believe. An answer to the path ahead is embedded in a column of red flesh. Oh, immediately found it. Alley-oop. In we go, boys. Oh. Okay. We just flipped everything upside down. Now this is the story all about how I flipped this all upside down. Nothing legible here. I found the card holder. We're back in that other room. Okay. Mind, it would not be pure. It seems pure, but there are cracks, memories of others' misdeeds, of evil committed. There are recurring themes in each memory, and one that is alone. The numbers will open your path back. The numbers will open your path back. Numbers open your path back. Well, this is a creepy little fella. Okay, so there's a 4-digit code. Three, 2. There are recurring themes in each memory, and one that is alone. The memories will open your path back. Four cameras. 3, 6, 7, 8 blocks, 4 cameras, 3 flesh tentacles, 8, 4, 3, something. Okay, I got it. 8 for the 8 blocks, 4 for the cameras, 3 for the tentacles, and then there was 1 phone. You little shit, like you haven't done enough already. Now I'm trapped here, damned to repeat this shit like I'm a goddamn tape recorder. If you had an ounce of remorse, you'd dash your brains out on the nearest wall. He was never much good at forming connections with people, and this time wasn't any different. That woman who walked into his life spent a night and a half with him and recognized him for what he was, an empty, half-formed piece of sentient scum. Naturally, he took eons, more than their brief some than she ever intended. Spent days upon days picking their every second together apart, thinking about what he could have done differently. Not once did he even consider what he should have known in the first place, that there just wasn't anything to him. He wasn't a person enough for himself, let alone another. Oh. It appears I've changed things again. And now there's only 2 pieces of flesh there. So we did that one, and we did that one. I can't remember if it's this one that's the weird flesh puzzle, or the other one that had the weird flesh puzzle. Okay, it was this one. Okay. The joy of the recluse. Of his 5 fingers, he lost 2. Only 3 remained. Without the first, he would have been an animal. Without the second, he could no longer condemn. And without his final remaining finger, his hand would look a little strange. 5, 2, 3, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 5. Yeah, so each one of those is a number of something. The librarian would like to give you a hand. Question that safe does not operate like its predecessor. Like to give you a hand. Only 3 remained. First. Without the first, he would have been an animal. Without the second, he would no longer condemn. Without his final finger, his hand would look a little strange. Okay. I just based it off of he would have lost his first, his second finger, and then he did it with the last remaining finger. So it's 5th one. I know more than the others, but I won't tell you. He spent too much time alone thinking, and that accelerated his downfall. A terrible thing befell that woman he claimed to have loved. It consumed him. Consumed his every waking moment, whether or not he had been loved back. The depression lost him his job and his home, turning a sad wreck of a human being into a sadder, hollower thing. His focus, his obsession, never strayed. She was gone from his life, and as far as he was concerned, that was all that mattered. Even when a family member took him in and sheltered him, he all but ignored them. So enraptured with himself was he. Okay. Is there a final piece of my puzzle in here? Or am I just supposed to find it in the main room? Because my guess is I'm gonna find it in the main room unless this can open, and it doesn't look like it wants to open. So, oh, that's a giant hand. Hello. This library is getting ever so slightly ever more weirder every time we go through it. Oh. Well then. Isn't this just grand? Alright, back down this way. So we got the card holder. It just looks like you need like a little stand thing. Some kind of weird little stand that's probably in that last little bit. So it's gotta be somewhere in that last area. Down this way? Okay. It's gotta be in here, right? Chair, fucking something. There's gotta be something I need to pick up in here. Right? That's the only thing that would make sense. I found the cabinet in the... No, wait. I found the cabinet in this one while picking up things. I found the card holder in this one. So it's gotta be in... The last one's gotta be down in this one, right? It's gotta be. Wait a minute, it's right there. I'm fucking stupid. Saw it earlier when I went by. Didn't think of anything of it. I didn't think anything of it when I saw it when I went to that room the second fucking time. Alright, here's your last little thing. I knew you've come very well, I'll speak. He was always inclined towards solitude, not that he had any choice in the matter. In fact, if he had, perhaps solitude would not have been his lot. But he was terrible with words. Worse was speaking. It wasn't so much a matter of laughter at his expense. He was merely a curiosity, an ingrown strange thing, vaguely uncomfortable but otherwise without note. There was one exception to this lonely existence. As he aged, he found himself in the position of an archivist, surrounded only by dust, dead things, dead words. Though he had grown used to the solitude, he hated it with a burning, quiet passion. Thus, when a graduate student about his age came to plummet the dry and dead things, he forced himself to strike up a conversation with her. To his delight, she returned his words, and for the first time in ages, he felt his heart beat a little faster. Broke down every barrier in your path, complete all primary objectives. I'm gonna assume that's what that meant from the achievement. Oh shit. Where are we now? Please tell me there's not any more puzzles. Oh? He was aware enough to be jealous, though she rebutted his advances, though she suggested the two of them never see each other again. It was, of course, not enough for him. He would come by daily, nightly. When she locked the door, he would continue to bang on it. When she called the police, he still found ways to watch from afar. Until one night, that is, when he watched an unknown foreign shape enter her abode. Though he could barely make out the silhouette. He could barely make the silhouette out. He could tell it was a man, and that was enough to send him into a rage. The authorities arrived too late on scene to save anyone. Though the fire was contained, the victims died of smoke inhalation. Somehow they haven't been able to open the front door. screwdriver keeping it jammed was no longer at the scene of the crime, of course. When I next opened my eyes, I found myself on an empty road in a desolate place. There was a faint, neutral quality that didn't fill me with confidence. In the back of my head, I felt a thought burn, like a fallen ember from the end of a cigarette. Was I free, or was I still trapped within the library's vast expansion? How could I tell, even if I arrived home and everything was as it had been? How could I know if the librarian's voice wouldn't be just on the other side of every door, of every window, forever? I guess it doesn't matter either way. At the end of everything, I never found what I came to the library to gain. For the rest of my life, I think I'll find myself wondering just what it was that I missed. Perhaps the failure was a blessing, empty as I find myself left. Perhaps there was something even worse waiting for me, if I only looked a little deeper. But I doubt it. A new form. Failed to find what you seek. Acquired ending 1. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for this one. Because I'm gonna leave this game out to you for the Library of Ouroboros for you to explore and you to find out the ending for yourself. Till next time. Alright. Now, I've already gotten some of these achievements because I've just tried to do the guide.
Of Ouroboros. We're glad that you've
But
decided to visit our
I'm
humble
gonna, in
institution.
this little section
Hopefully,
here at
you'll
the
find
end of the
what it is
video,
you're
I'm
looking
going
for.
to try and speed run the best way,
Please be informed
fastest
that the
I can,
library
cutting out
is
most of the
closing.
parts that I don't
Since
need
most of our staff are currently away, please
to
lock the
show you
door
how
on
to
the
get
way out.
all the
We hope you've
achievements
enjoyed your visit.
/ other hidden stuff. So one of them, of course, is by getting your fruitless task of cleaning the library by taking all 4 of these pieces of paper and throwing them away. To which, if I can throw them all away, this one does not want to go in. There we go. Phone will ring.
I left something for you by the place where you arrived.
So, by that, we go back to where we first started to get the first bit of forbidden knowledge, and there's a tiny book next to it. Then we just continue on until we reach the next room. Starting with this, which is 4102, to get a lockpick. The code
Hello. We'd like to
is
inform you that the library is now
the code
closed.
is going to be on the
Note
letter
that it
right
is
in front of the
unlawful to
window over
remain
there.
on the premises after closing.
Kind of
This is your one and only warning.
it's kind of obvious because he says like B4 1 something about 1
We've given you chances.
0
Ample warning. You proceed,
and then like
we threaten.
2.
Continue
Pretty
on
much
your
that
current
in
path,
that letter.
and they will find nothing left of your head.
And yes,
We
I am using a
swear
guide
it. For the last
so I can
and
show
final time,
so I know what to
go
do.
back from whence you came.
Anyway, second forbidden knowledge is in this vent. You must then also read through that play expert you know what I mean. You read through that little play thing. That figure shows up, also known as the librarian according to V. Second tiny book is there, underneath the shelf that you use to go up to this window. So we continue along here. Kind of jumbled up the things, but that's fine. You saw the text before. Anyway, yeah, so there's this one, which if you can either read the whole thing if you want, or do this, and then as soon as you close that, after reading it, you get the one for play. There is the third of the tiny books right there. Right behind the desk that it's sitting in, you go off. As soon as you come in here, you'll go off to the right. The other one's gonna tell you wrong turn, move this card out of the way. Then you'll go past these cameras into this wall, into the demonic little hole, which will then lead you, if you go all the way, to your third piece of forbidden knowledge. If you can see here. So we continue on. You'll go past this other gaping hole to this trapdoor. Which will then lead you into here. You will then go in here. Once
Like a
he's done
beetle in an
talking,
antline's trap, you flail your way deeper. It is gratifying to watch you wriggle your way to your doom. We so rarely have new visitors. Perhaps we won't spatter you across these walls. Perhaps we'll allow you to stay, join the others. It is what you want, is it not?
he spouts his nonsense. We go into here. Back this way. If you hold a left, as soon as you enter the doors, there's a hidden little trapdoor behind these bookshelves, which leads you into this room. But it's very linear. You just go through the red-blue door, and out here to this other side here, through this way, to get tiny book number 4. Forbidden knowledge number 4 is here. They let you exit through the trapdoor that's conveniently right here next to the armchair for this. Now, all these books for this puzzle all have, I'll open one, have like something like child, adulthood, 16, oldest sin, and middle age. All leading to what you would put this in. So you would put snake as for child, car for the 16, bear for adulthood, fire for the middle age, and then clock for oldest sin, which proceeds to open it. Which will then tell you about the lump of blackened flesh that's inside of it. So, going up over here, tiny book number 5.
You piqued our curiosity. We read your book, discovered that, for a mortal, you're rather unique. In the same way that a human might consider a primate, you almost remind us of ourselves. Though, of course, we'd never stoop to your level.
Anyway, yeah. So, there's that. And then you'll walk through here. With, of course, it being a timed little section about the lights here. Are gonna fade out. But as long as you hug the wall to your left, especially once you get, I believe, right here, is your final piece of forbidden knowledge. And then you can just wait here while you wait.
Get out! Get out! Can't you find your way out?
So you'll get here, then you'll start walking back. That's when you learn. The lights go out, and as you can probably barely see, the nice little purple wall.
Want to be there when the light fades in.
Bull. As I originally showed in this section in my main playthrough, or the section beforehand, if you wait for that, I think you don't even need to wait for it to come get you, but soon it'll reach, I don't know, probably like around either there or here. This will drop, you'll get to that door, you'll learn that it's locked, and then you'll get another achievement for no escape. But for now, I'm gonna jump right into this to move on to my next section, the little bloody tunnel. So, walk on. Filing cabinet here on the left. Behind it, book number 6. And the last of the very tiny books. We move on. So, the first word is more than one of these in librarian. The second word is you want, but you don't merely desire. Your wants are not only a command, but also rhyme with it. Third word, to, not that it isn't right. Fourth word, you're a learned man. This one, you already. So, of course, that's going to come into play at the keyboard part at the end. But for now, okay, I forgot. The key's right here on this desk. To leave and come back to this part. And then we'll go through the puzzle parts again. So, for this one, the book tells you it's embedded in red flesh, which is this one here. So you'll get that. You can flip this, which flips everything back around. You have that book, which tells you all these memories right here all have something in common in each one. That'll, as if this guy will stop talking. So this one has 8 blocks. That one has 4 cameras, like I said. And my main one, 3 little tentacles, and then there's the 1 phone. So 8, 4, 3, 1 is the padlock code for this door. 8, 4, 3, 1. You'll get this. I need to go through there again because I did not grab the card holder. Make sure you yeah, you'll grab that stuff as well. Okay. I'm gonna real quick do that again. Yeah, so once you're back in this room, the card holder will be on this table. Then you'll go through here to end up back through again after finishing that puzzle. And then for the next one here, which I'm gonna go through here. This one tells you to listen carefully, so you'll just find nothing. Everything is. Can harm. Stop thinking. So of course it is. Everything is fine. Nothing can harm. You just stop thinking. And of course there was the... Right there on the third one, there was another piece of the other puzzle that I'll get to in a second. This then transforms to this. So then we go into, I believe, this floor, this hole in the ground next. Which should lead to, yeah, this room. So this one, the librarian, will give you a hand in the flesh that's in the safe. Is merely a processor cabinet for what you need. You don't need to pick up all these tablets. At least I don't think. You do need that, and then using this one, it'll tell you first, second, and with this final finger. So it's 1, 2, and then it's gonna be 5. It'll give you that. You can head back through here again, which leads you back to this odd sector. Odd little section for the library to be. Jump down here. And then this place is where you will put the 3 collected items that you got in the other 3 puzzle rooms, telling you how everything needs to be kept organized. So just put everything on that you collected on there. As long as you collected everything, you'll get this. Close that. You'll head back through this door, which will lead you through here to where I was just mentioning with the notebook earlier. And then, with there being 2 endings, the base ending, which I did in the main one, and then there's going to be this one, which follows this, which you need the forbidden knowledge to get. So, first word, there's more than one of these in Librarian. You want, but to merely desire. Your wants are to only a command, but only rhyme with it. Two, not just... No, that's not right. So this is 2. This is demand. You're a learned man. This one you already know. It's not enough. Some of it, not enough. Most is not enough. You want more? What is it you want? All. So all. No. 2. Demand. All. Or 1. I. So, I demand. Hold on. I gotta do it right. I demand to know all. No spaces. As it showed there. No spaces. Which then leads you into this room.
Good. We must say we feared you wouldn't succeed, but you certainly have performed our wildest expectations. Not only did you respond to the strangeness of your surroundings with calm composure, but you also looked deeper into the abyss and from it dragged out that which so many others have failed to find. We will grant you the knowledge you seek and, what's more, you will join our ranks. Gone will be the petty guilt that has dogged you for so long. Gone will be the drooping flesh, the failing senses, the rotting brain. Now, you will join a covenant that will give you true purpose. We should say, this is not a request, not an offer. You will join our ranks. You will become immortal. You will give up your petty humanity. And you will remain here, eternally. Now, we think it's time to welcome you to the library's true depths.
And that will be all for this one. Until our next video.